Hello, everyone. It's William here at Allegory Gallery. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We hope you're having an amazing day. It has been a very busy day here. And let's see who's here with us. We see Kimberly here. Hello, Kimberly. Susie's here. Hello, Susie. Thank you for joining us. My hair's wild today. I got an appointment tomorrow, so we'll see if I get to go. It seems like every time I make a hair appointment, something else comes up. It's like if you want to change plans, just have William make a hair appointment. We might have something else going on tomorrow, so I don't know yet, but hopefully I'll get my hair cut tomorrow. It's making me a little crazy now. How are you all doing out there? It has been busy. We I've been busy packing and shipping most of today, but I'm trying to, as many of you know, I'm trying to do more exercising. And so yesterday I went for a run. Today my body was telling me it's not a running day. I was just not feeling it. I was not able to get up the momentum to do it. So I ended up doing some exercising in the yard when I took the cats out today. So I did push-ups and squats and some core stuff and all that. So that is what that is what I did. I'm trying to keep up with doing that um, a little bit every day. I missed out on some things last week because we got busy, but trying to keep up with it. Got back to it this week, so trying not to fall off the horse there again. Hello, Beaded Blessings. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Um, yeah, so we have a lot going on, always a lot going on. We have tentative plans. It's always hard when it's always hard when we have things going on that we can't really talk about, and they're kind of we don't know. I'm being very vague here. We don't know what day they're going to happen on. So we are trying to do our best. We have a lot of things up in the air right now, but exciting things possibly. Things are going well for us. We hope they're going well for all of you out there. Um, I'm drinking I'm hydrating today, trying to stay hydrated, trying to stay healthy. There's a lot, I know a lot of people that are getting colds and just feeling a little bit run down right now. And I hope you are all doing okay out there. We're trying to stay healthy, taking our vitamins, doing all these things that you're supposed to do, right? Um, let's see. It says, "What do you do?" We sell beads. We sell beads and jewelry making items, and we teach classes, and we have a store, and we have an online store. So if you have not checked out allegorygallery.com, check us out. We've got lots of things going on. So that's what we do. And we're going to do some of that tonight. We're going to have some lots for you tonight. So we always start our videos by chatting with people, with our followers out there. Not too many people are out there saying hi. So if you're out there watching, please do let us know you're out here. But we start the videos off chatting. We have a video every single weekday. Monday through Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday are at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and Wednesdays are at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Susie says, "Was the cottage okay after the rain last night? Going to rain again tonight?" That's funny you mentioned that because Andrew asked me if I heard the hail and the rain last night. I did not. I didn't hear any of it, but the cottage was okay. Yes, I've seen no incidents where anything went wrong. Thank goodness. Um, let's see here. Be the blessing is about to have a Shopify. That's good. That's good. That's where we host our store. So we have lots of great things there. Um, Carly says, "William, you definitely got me hooked on drinking cranberry juice." Hi, happy Tuesday. Thank you, Carly. I'm glad. I'm glad I got someone hooked on it, right? Um, I dilute mine all the time because I don't need full strength juice. There's too much sugar in it for me. It's too sweet. So I dilute mine, and it's really good. It's really good. Um, Are you the only person that works there? No, I am not. My husband works with me. So we are a two-person team. We've had our store since 2011. Um, and we started as a physical store, and we still have our physical store in town. We have a jewelry making studio here in our hometown that we're in, and we have a lot of things that we do, tons of things that we do. Um, let's see. Sorry, but you're boring. Well, we're sorry to see you go. And we'll make sure that you don't have to worry about seeing us again either. How about that? Let's see here. Ba, ba, ba. There we go. No, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Um, Hello, Vicky. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. It's a I said, oh my goodness, be listening, you're so rude and can move on, right? I know. We don't need that energy. We don't believe in that energy. We don't accept that energy here. Um, and that's not any way to I promote your all they were out there was self-promotion, you could tell. But that's no way to promote your own store by doing that. So you will not have any of our followers coming over to see you. I'm sure of that. Um, but yeah. Um, How's everybody else? Well, that was a Andrew says, who was it? Called Beaded Blessings one. I have no idea. Um, Somebody new that decided to try to hijack our stream to force us to call them out. They're like, can you please call out our name? Can you? We're gonna have a Shopify store soon. Um, yeah, we get that from time to time. Not a great way to start out the live, but I was hoping, I was trying to let it go, thinking that maybe, they're going to be new, nice people. But a lot of times when we see names like that, it often ends up being, um, spammers or trolls. That one was no different. Let's see. Kimberly's moderating Dominique right now. If they pop in, I am blocking immediately. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, today's Tuesday, right? I know you do the moderation on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think you said. Um, yeah, so great start, right? No, it's okay. Um, that's why I probably felt a little thrown off to y'all because I saw them coming up and I was like, I was just waiting for it, to be honest. Because, people are like that. It's a sad thing. People are rude these days. Um, but it happens. It happens. Luckily, it doesn't happen too often. Luckily, it doesn't happen too often. We've got a great group of people, and people hang out, and we're all good. We're all good. So, how's everybody else doing? Kimberly says yes, Tuesday and Thursday. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we moderate our own stuff, I guess, here. Sometimes it would be nice to have a moderator so I didn't have to worry about all of that. But it's hard. Let me see. Okay. And let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to um all it's letting me do. Let's go here. Let's report that. Okay. Sorry, I'm just making sure they all get reported. Um, Makes it difficult some days. Some days. Anyway. Um, yeah. Okay. Back. How's everybody? What's going on? We did a lot of things today. And we're trying to work out some other things for the rest of this week. So it's been a little bit up and down. I got some packing and shipping done working on some orders in the online store, working on some packing for all of you for your live things. Andrew said, sounds like an asshole. Yeah, kind of. It's one of those things like telling us we're boring. Well, then you don't belong here, obviously. We hang out, we chit chat, we like to make friends instead of, attack each other. So if that's what you like to do, it's not really the place for you. Kimberly says, I would help you. I have several devices and can manage multiple streams. Thank you. Thank you. But we generally don't need it. That's a double-edged sword. Like, it's good that we don't need it, but it also means we're generally not attracting a ton of new people. So, that's the hard thing. I do wish we got more and more people coming to look for us, but we appreciate that. Kimberly saying, we're here. I'm here. If you need me, I'm here for you. Thank you. We appreciate that. Carly says, yes, I feel like this is a good group. I happen to really enjoy your chit-chatting, not boring. Yeah, I think that's why a lot of people watch, because we do chit-chat. We actually believe in getting to know you all out there and getting to learn about you. And, if people, excuse me, if people stick around and actually kind of see that, I think it helps build community. And, the world needs a little bit more of that right now, I think. Hey, Anne, thanks for joining us. Good to see you over here. I don't know what's going on. Let me refresh this. It's like technology problems today, and says I miss drama. Yeah, we had somebody coming in the chat. At first I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it ended up, they're just people that want attention. And um, Anne says, but Daniel Tiger says food filled, drama free. Nice, nice. Yeah, I need to be food filled. All I had today was a tiny, tiny little lunch. I ran to the groceries, so I did a lot this morning. I went out and exercised, as I was trying to talk about while the person was trolling us. I went out and exercised today, and then that was while I took the cats outside. And the girls and Barnaby got to spend a lot of time outside. Gilbert did not want to leave the bedroom. He was cuddling with Andrew today and did not want to leave the bedroom. So he didn't get to go out with us, but we spent a good bit of time outside. I did some exercising outside. As I was saying, I've been trying to do running, but my body was saying no to running today. So I tried to take it easy and do some other things. Did that, took the cats in. I was going to, what was I going to do? There was something. Oh, so my mom found out that Dollar General is having a sale. They're having like 50% off sales on certain things, but every Dollar General is different. And so she found food for our cats at one of her Dollar Generals closer to her, for half price. So she bought us a bunch of boxes of that. So I went around to the Dollar Generals in town to see if they had the same deal, but none of them did. None of them did. And none of them had the same boxes that she was getting. So I think they kind of shipped the stuff to the various stores that are having the sales. Because she was getting 24 can boxes, and we do not have any 24 can boxes in stock in either of our Dollar Generals. So I did that today. While I was doing that, I had to run to the bank. I did some banking. I went to then the post office and dropped things off at the post office that I had packed yesterday. So some people have some packages in the mail to them. I went to the grocery store. I was really craving a huge salad today. And we had pizza for dinner last night, and that was really good. But I woke up today, my stomach's been upset today. So I ended up thinking, I don't know, salad just sounded really fresh and really good, and probably something that I'm not going to break out with. So that's a plus too. So I ended up going to the grocery store and bought a bunch of salad fixings, and we have this giant bowl. I hope we still have it, and I plan to make this huge salad tonight. At least that's the plan. I don't know. Andrew's at home now. He might do something different. I don't know. And that's fine if he does. Um, but I got some French bread. I was going to make some crostini and make some salad. It just sounded really good. So we'll see whether he starts something else or not. Anne says, I could not survive as William and Andrew. I need way more food and way more sleep. um, yeah, yeah. Um, Sleep is definitely one thing that I definitely need. Sleep is one of those things. It's hard for me not to. I need sleep. Andrew does not need much sleep. Food, I should probably eat more, but we don't eat a lot of food. But I shouldn't say that. We eat a lot of food. We just eat once a day. So we probably eat as much food as people eat throughout the day, but we eat it once a day. We have pretty large dinners for the most part. Um, like we had 2 pizzas last night and some chips, which I don't know, maybe that's not, but pretty much we ate each a pizza. Um, but of course they're the small frozen pizzas. They're not anything big. Kind of like Italian style. You eat the pizza for dinner, the whole thing. But we had 2 different pizzas and we split them and they were good. But Vicky says big fat snowflakes falling from the sky right now. Oh boy. We apparently had hail last night and lots of rain. And our friend Susie said it's going to rain again tonight. Yeah, our apps are saying it's not going to rain, but I was looking at it out there and I was like, and Andrew's nose is telling him it's going to rain. Um, oh, Susan's here. Hello, Susan. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so I ran around a lot today. I got groceries. I came home. And then I made my way up here. Oh, and I stopped to make myself a hair appointment for tomorrow. So hopefully that works out. But we have some other things going on that may change that. We're still kind of up in the air right now. But I have my pottery class tomorrow, as long as that doesn't change as well. So hair appointment pottery, we'll have the live at 3 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, as long as something doesn't change that too. We're trying to make an appointment for something, and we don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or Thursday. It's a possibility of either one, so we don't know. But we're waiting to hear back. Susie's here. Hello, Susie. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, that's been my day. How are you all doing? What's going on? What'd you have for so I think I don't know if I even said I had ramen. I went to the grocery store and my lunch was this tiny little ramen. We always talk about these cup of noodles, but they're like cup of ramen. It's the same brand that does cup of noodles, but they're cup of ramen and they have this sour, sweet hot. I don't know what it's called, but there's one of them. They don't have MSG added, which is bad for my heart. So they don't have that, and they don't have the preservatives that seem like they cause me issues. And they're really tasty, but it's such a tiny serving. It's like this much in one of those cups, but they're so good. So I had that for lunch. I think Andrew had one of those for lunch as well, but I definitely am feeling the hunger. And now I'm thinking, was salad a good idea? Because, you know, salad, when you're not feeling great, salad kind of like for me at least, when I'm not feeling great, salad sounds good and it still sounds good, but is it going to be filling? I don't know. Um, my mom makes these salads. She puts like kidney beans in her salad and chickpeas and eggs and beets and things like that. So I got most of that stuff. So they're going to be fairly hearty salads. Like they're going to have beans and other things. I don't know. I didn't get to hard boil any eggs, so may not have eggs. But I got beets and lettuce, a bunch of different kind of lettuces, spring mixes, carrots, cauliflower, broccoli, cheese, tomatoes. Um, I found I forget what brand it is. There's a salad dressing. Is it Marzetti's? It might be Marzetti's. Um, and they're in the refrigerated section. They don't have any preservatives in them. Um, so I didn't know they had it, but they have honey French, and I love French dressing. But most French dressings on the store shelves have some kind of preservative or MSG in it, and this one does not. So I'm super excited about that, and I hope it tastes good because I've never had it before. But hopefully, I've been breaking out the last few nights, and it really it wears me out. It doesn't seem like it should, like it's a breakout. Take some, I usually takes various allergy pills for it. But it seems like my system gets run down when I have these breakouts sometimes, and I'm feeling run down from it now. So I'm hoping that having the salad and all this stuff will be filling, but also not make me break out. So that's been my day. Um, got a lot of shipping done, um, a lot of packing done. I need to do some more sorting. Um, Talked with some people, had some emails. So if you send us an email, I think I'm caught up on emails. There's one or two people that I just realized that I may not have written back to because I thought I did, but I don't think I did. That happens a lot too, especially with as busy of a weekend we had. Um, with people coming into the store. I often sit down to write an email and then realize I didn't actually send it, or it's still in drafts. That happens sometimes. I close my laptop when people come in so I can pay attention, and talk to them. And then sometimes I don't realize that I didn't actually do it. So I apologize if I've not sent an email back. Um, but I think I caught up on most things. Um, but if you have any questions, if I didn't get back to you, feel free to send another email just to make sure I got it. Um, that's always a good idea, just in case, because we do sometimes have email issues. Um, but yeah, that's about all. um, we watched we watched some enameling videos yesterday. We didn't get into any shows last night. We just watched enameling videos, and they were pretty interesting. Um, I watched like two and a half. I couldn't get through the other, or one and a half. I couldn't get through the second one fully. I was so worn out last night. And again, I fell asleep so hard last night. I didn't hear hail. Like, I don't know how I missed hearing hail hitting the roof and the house and the windows and stuff, but Andrew said it was pretty loud. Even Gilbert, he was getting a little bit, he was cuddling with Andrew real good because it was getting really loud. But I didn't hear it at all. I passed out. I woke up a few times throughout the night, um, and I've been taking a little bit more magnesium at night. And between the exercising and the magnesium, I think it's helping, because at one point I woke up and I like kind of like stretched, and my whole body just like cracked, and it felt so good. um when you're younger, you can just like crack everything, and like I could always just whatever I needed to just crack, like just do it. Now it doesn't happen. So when I have those nights where sometimes I wake up out of bed and I stretch, and it just like you can hear it or feel it. It's really nice. It's really nice. So that happened last night, actually a few times. Um, Barnaby was sleeping with me. And I don't know, I don't move tons at night, but I may have been moving last night because he ended up at the foot of the bed. He's usually cuddles with me closer, like to my chest, but he ended up at the foot of the bed. So I don't know if I was moving around, tossing and turning, or what. But it was good. Andrew says your favorite. I don't mind, I don't mind the enameling videos. It helps Andrew get in the mood for things. It helps him kind of it sparks new ideas for him. But for me, um, it does not do the same, allowing me to shut my brain off. Like Andrew, at the time when I'm starting to get ready for bed, Andrew is gearing up for the night. So this is his like inspiration, and we're gonna get into details of the chemicals and the reactions of the enamel, and what people are doing. And for me, I'm ready to shut my brain down. Like I'm ready to go on the other side of things. And so it is hard for me because it kind of you like if you're watching it, it's like you're working your brain. Like and at that point I'm like ready to be done working my brain. So it's not that I don't like them. I do like them. I think they're very interesting. They're just at the wrong part of my day. It's when I would normally be watching mindless TV to kind of shut down, is when we're starting to watch these, educational enameling videos. So it's one of those things. Kim says, "Hi everyone, popping in between chores, dishes, laundry, updating bead purchase spreadsheet, making dinner, barbecue pork tacos." It is Cinco de Mayo, right? Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. Um, and as Andrew said, also Taco Tuesday. Um, so barbecue pork tacos, it is, right? I did buy tortilla shells. I did not realize it was Cinco de Mayo. I did not realize like my day. I don't keep track of dates for the most part. I have no idea what day it is for the most part. Um, I just remember when it's Wednesday and when it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I have to be at the shop. But ask me what day it is or what date it is. Most of the time, I have to really think about it or look at my phone. Um, so I did not, like I said, I planned for a salad tonight. I should have probably planned to get some fake meat crumbles and make some tacos of some sort, but I did not do that. Um, but that also sounds very good right now. But sometimes the fake meats have preservatives, and as much as I love them and we eat them, sometimes I do end up breaking out on them. Um, And this is about watching things for documentary lovers. There's a doc called The Librarians about book banning that is available on the PBS app and YouTube through May 9th. Oh, nice. Nice. I'll have to check that out. On the PBS app, it is on Independent Lens. Okay. I don't know what that is. We used to have the PBS app. Excuse me. Because I think we used to donate to PBS around here. I don't know if we still do. Um, I think when my card at one point, when something happened, I think that may have gotten shut off. So we got to look into that. That reminds me. Um, but we used to watch PBS all the time. Let's see here. Um, Susan's saying hi to everybody and says I'll need to check the librarians out. Nice. Yeah. I feel like I heard something about that from somebody else. Andrew says we only have 100 more to go of the enameling shows. Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. We also apparently have hundreds more from another person that we subscribe to and have not watched all the videos. So I don't think we're going to be running out of enameling videos anytime soon. Um, but yeah. Sometimes I do mindless scrolling through the video. I do miss some of the videos because I just can't. I do mindless scrolling through them sometimes because I can't anymore. My brain has to get into shutdown mode or else I'm never going to sleep. Andrew says I'm excited. It is exciting. It's exciting to have things like that. And um, even though I do miss some of them because of me trying to get ready for bed, they are very interesting. And I'm glad that they make Andrew excited to do the work that he does. And sometimes there are things that cross over into some pottery stuff that sometimes I learn or hear about, or so things to try. But yeah. Let's see here. Kim says The Librarians is a great documentary. Thanks for supporting your local library. Yes, right. We do. We both have library cards and we use Libby, and we don't go into the library nearly as much. But we have a very nice library here in Ligonier. If you've not been to the library, if you're local or close to here and you've not been there, definitely check it out. There's lots of resources. Um, and I've not been to the library in Johnstown yet either, but I do need to get a Johnstown library card because that may open up things on Libby as well. Sorry, everybody. I have a tickle in my throat. My allergies are terrible today. There's a lot of mowing going on, and I don't know what else, but my allergies, my nose is like running. I've got a tickle in my throat. I'm like, I just got over a cold, and I'm like, I don't need another cold, but no, it's just allergies. They are terrible today. And that I've gotten this thing that Andrew gets where I can apparently tell when it's going to rain again because I was like, it's going to rain today, even though the weather app said it's not going to rain today. Andrew says you can ask Joyce. I know I need to ask her. Joyce also does genealogy, and they offer that as a free service. I believe it's a free service at the library in Johnstown. So I need to get that checked out too and try to find more information on, like, I know my grandparents grew up in Johnstown, but I don't know where exactly they lived. And I bet she could find information on their addresses. I would love to see the house that my grandparents each grew up in Johnstown because I don't know that. And I never asked them before they passed what house they actually grew up in. And I don't know that anyone in the family actually knows, which is such a weird thing. If the house is even still there or each house is still there, I don't know. Um, but yeah, it's I my aunt might know, maybe. She kind of holds some of that knowledge, but it's strange. Like, just never thought, like, knew they grew up in Johnstown, used to take trips into Johnstown with them, but never actually asked them, like, like, show us your house, where you grew up. My grandmother, when she was young, was hit by a car playing, I think, on the street outside of her house. Um, and she'd taken some seizures all through her life then because of that. Um, but uh, yeah, I've never. My mom kind of has an idea where they grew up, but don't know the exact house. My great aunt still lives in Johnstown. We don't get to see her very often, um, and I don't know. Um, Once my grandparents passed, we kind of lost touch with her too. Andrew says you have kinfolk in Johnstown. Yes, my great aunt is still there, but she would be in her, I think, 90s now. So I don't know how she's doing. We were she even though she lived in Johnstown, we never even saw her very often, which is kind of sad. But um, I don't know how she's doing. Um, I don't know where she lives exactly. My mom kind of has an idea because she used to go to her house when they were young. So she has kind of an idea of where she is, I think, but not the exact house. Like, she can describe some of the house, so might have to check that there. Anderson's better check before it's too late. I know, right? I know. Says your grandpa lived next to Indian Hill. I don't even know where that is. Andrew says, I hope you're not getting busted because we have stuff to do. I hope not either. But yeah, I feel like this is allergies, but I've also felt very run down today. So I hope I didn't just get like another cold after I just got over a cold. I do go out a lot to go grocery shopping and all that kind of stuff, and to the bank and to the post office and to the grocer and to so I see a lot of people. Um, so I'm hoping I'm not getting another cold, but I feel very run down. I'm hoping it's just allergies and needing a little bit more sleep because while I'm sleeping very hard, I'm also waking up way too early for what is normal for me and not getting enough sleep in. So hopefully eat a big salad tonight and get to bed fairly early is the goal. All right. How's everybody else out there? Anybody else got any interesting things that they're watching? Hey, Jennifer, thanks for joining us. Good to see you here. Anybody have any interesting things that they're watching or reading? Um, your grandma used to keep in touch with folks a lot, says Andrew. Yes, she did. She would write letters. She hand wrote letters and cards back and forth. Um, and it was always something that she tried to keep in touch with her family and friends. And yeah. Jennifer says, Andrew, I like your new animals. Yeah, Andrew, that was another big thing we did. We released things last night. Uh, last night? Yeah, Monday. So Andrew had a lot of deadlines last week, and we didn't have a drop on Friday. So if you missed it, surprise, we had one yesterday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So there are new enamel pendants by Andrew in the online store. And if you've not checked them out, please do. They're right on the homepage. I kept them front and center there for y'all. And lots of fun new pendants with Andrew's artwork. Kimberly's working on enchiladas for dinner. Andrew says, I still have deadlines. Yes, you still do have deadlines. Um, yeah. He was here for a while today, and then he had to run home. So he's I think still at home. He's typing, so he's not driving his way here. I hope. But yeah, he was here for a while, and then he had to run home, and he'll probably be coming back tonight, I'm assuming, because he does have deadlines that he's working on trying to get done. Um, did you take those pendants? I think they're moved. So maybe you did. Did you take your pendants? Oh, you're lasering the backs. Good. Um, that's good. Kimberly says, Andrew, I need that snake pendant I wasn't fast enough for. Oh no. There were two snake pendants. Did both of them sell? Um, one of them sold. The one with the flowers sold. The other snake pendant is still available. So there's still another snake pendant. Susan's currently finishing up Object Lessons Lipstick by Eileen Giselle. How is it? How is it? Is it good? What is it about? Sorry, I'm refreshing here. Except Facebook is being bad. Oh, Kimberly says, I wanted the one with the flowers. Yeah, you too late for that one, huh? Missed out. Jennifer says, I had a bad association with owls because one of my father's wives collected them. But now Andrew's giving me a new relationship to owls with his pendants. I appreciate that. That's good. Andrew loves owls. He collects, or at least used to collect. He's paused a little bit on his collection of owls. Andrew says, I'm listening to the Silent Companions. The Silent Companions. Um, I'm not listening to anything right now. I need to, but I ended up I have a hard time listening when I'm doing my work. It's very hard for me to listen to things. So I'm pretty boring. I was watching Kate and Allie again today during Don't Worry About It, William. Um Kim says, I also wanted the snake with the flowers. You snooze, you lose. Oh, see, so many people wanted the snake with the flowers. Um, but yeah, so I was watching Kate and Allie today again as I was packing orders. I rotate between old TV shows generally. Kate and Allie, Who's the Boss? What's the other one that I sometimes watch? Um, Jennifer says, I think there's an otter pendant now. There are two otter pendants out there. Um, there's a blue one and there's a white one. They are both available. Susan says, itinerary, a cultural critique of lipstick from historical, cultural, and political aspects. That's cool. That's cool. I kind of like those books that they take one thing and they break it down. So that's I enjoy those. I enjoy I don't like history so much. I'm getting better at that as I'm getting older, but I've never had much of a love for studying history, and I don't know why, but I had to take so much history in college for every language that I, kind of studied, French history, Spanish history, and others. Um, and I never really got into it. And like I said, as I'm getting older, I'm enjoying it more. But I do love nonfiction books. And books that take one subject like that and kind of break it down are kind of fun. Um, Andrew said, I know what to make for Friday, right? Kimberly says, it's all good. There will be other opportunities, right? There's lots of other pendants out there. There's a beautiful deer. I can't believe no one got the deer or the cat with the hellebores coming out of its head. I'm looking at those now. There are two deer. There's a blue deer and there's a deer, a white deer with flowers. Oh, the white deer with flowers did sell out. Did that just happen? Because I don't know. That anyway, that's sold out now. Um, but yeah, sometimes it's strange to me to see what does sell and what doesn't sell. Like some things that I think are definitely gonna sell don't. Um, but people seem to like the stuff with the flowers around it. Um, the snake with the flowers, the deer with the flowers, sold. And yeah, that's good. Um, there's still some fun things from last week too, if you missed those. Or the week before, actually, I guess it was. The raven or crow, the corvid with the mushrooms on its head and the poppies. I can't believe that the one with poppies didn't sell, but it's still out there as well. We sold a lot of older stuff too. Yeah, we did. Yesterday, some people were hitting up the older stuff, which was nice. We sold some of the mango friends. We sold some of the pendants from a drop or two ago. So that was really nice. Thank you all for grabbing stuff that you did. Um, Kimberly says, I got the flower deer, I thought. Yeah, that one has sold. That one has sold. So if that was you, thank you. Andrew's lasering the backs with his initials, and then I'll be starting to ship those out as well. Psy autocorrect is not my friend, says Susan, right? Andrew needs to make more kitty pendants. There are so many kitty pendants. I feel like there's the kitty with the hellebores on its head. There's the little kitty. There's a little kitty pendant. I'm just scrolling through them now. The Palo pendants have sold. Palo pendants have sold. Yeah, I guess a good number of the kitty pendants have sold recently, so that's good. And he wasn't making many kitty pendants. I'm trying to go back to see. Wasn't making many kitty pendants before that. There's lots of the Tagua nut pendants still available, so if you've not grabbed the Tagua nuts, you can check those out. We've sold almost all of the pendant slash connectors. So I think we have the blue jay and one of the other birds still available there. But that's it on those. So thank you for grabbing those. Yeah, bunnies. There are bunnies available too. A number of bunnies are available. So yeah, check it out. Scroll back through if you've not seen anything, if you feel like you need to get something. Also, a lot of the limited edition wooden pendants did not sell many of those. So if you're looking for something light, the wooden pendants are great. They're only $10. And we're back. We had a quick fade out there. So as I was saying, the wooden pendants are nice. They're very light. They're done with Andrew's artwork, and they're only $10 a piece. So if you're looking for something like that, that you can use in your jewelry making, we do have the wooden pendants as well. A lot of people, I think, didn't see that we made wooden pendants. So if the enamel is a little bit, you know, we try to keep everything within, nice price ranges, and the enamel pendants are definitely, when you compare it to other people who make enamel, especially when you compare it to other people who make enamel, Andrew's prices are really good. But if they're a little bit on the higher side for you and you need a fix, we've got $10 wooden pendants as well in a lot of his designs. Kim says, I had 4 Libby books due back yesterday, so I had to power through audiobooks this weekend. Brawler by Lauren Groff, short stories. London Falling by Patrick Radden Keefe, true crime. Both 4 stars. Nice. I a lot of people here that watch us seem to be into the true crime. I feel like that's a thing. I've never gotten into it, and I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've not listened to enough. Um, but a lot of you seem to be into true crime. Susan says, also a new to me band worth checking out is Bridget Calls Me Baby. I feel like I know them. Now I've got to look because I feel like I listened to something by them. Yes, for some reason I did favorite them. When at some point something came up on my Apple Music and I favorited them. And now I don't know what song was responsible for the favoriting, but I favorited the whole band, um, the whole group. And I don't know why, but I like something from them or some things from them. So I need to check that out again because I don't think it's come back up since, which is really strange. But yeah, now that you mention, I was like, that sounds familiar, and it is. I favorited them on my Apple Music. What song did you like the most? I can't remember what came up for me. Um, yeah, March 13th is when their new album this year came out. But I did like them, apparently. So I need to listen to them again, too. Lots of things reminding me to do things in the comments today. So today I pulled some things for us to look at. Andrew helped me pull a few things for us to look at today as well. And we're going to take a skim through and check out 30 things that I have for you today. Um, and yeah, please hit the share. I did not get a chance to share and well, not like, but to share this in our groups and stuff. So if there's someone out there that would share it in our group, that'd be great. Um, let's see. Susan says, kind of power pop and very cute. Truth is Stranger Than Fiction is the new single. I'll have to see which one I heard or what made me. Yeah. Um, let's see. Oh, Andrew says, I might do something with, oh, sorry, it skipped. I might do something special to try to raise money for Thursday. Andrew says, you know who I haven't heard from in a while? Barbara McFadden. Yeah, you're the one, you're usually in touch with her. I don't know why my comments aren't scrolling on here anymore. It's so strange. Jennifer says the doggy pendant with rainbow background is still there. Yes, it is. Lots of rainbow. The rainbow backgrounds, there are a number of those still available, which I was really surprised. Andrew says, I'm not interested in more ways that people are no good. Oh, where's that from? Did I say something? Oh, is that you're talking about true crime? Reading the true crime? Maybe that's what that was from. Um, yeah. Anyway, yes. Yeah, you better check in on Barbara if you've not heard from her for a while. You used to hear from her pretty often, I feel like. Um, check in, make sure she's okay. Um, we hear her in comments on the videos we watch, but those are like a year ago. I always forget. I'm like, oh, that's Barbara. And I'm like, oh no, that was like a year ago. So hopefully she's doing well. She's the one with the bees, right? Because I was thinking about asking about honey. I don't know if she has an online store or not for her honey. It was really good last time. I ended up getting some at my honeybee to support local here, but I also liked her honey a lot. Um, so I was wondering about that. Um, anyway, let's flip the camera around and let's start taking a look at some stuff. How about that, y'all? Like I said, please hit the share because I did not get to share this in the group because I were having some technical difficulties trying to get the the thing going here today. And of course, still trying to figure out how to make sure it goes landscape for us. Iron feather apiary. Okay. I'm going to iron feather apiary. I'm going to type that in right now so that see that. It comes up with 8 Gates Farm Inc. For 8 Gates Farm. That's their farm, right? Yeah. I don't know. Do they? Oh, they do have honey. Yep. They had good honey. It was really good honey. I liked it in my tea. It was really good. I just got some from my honeybee. I'm sure it's good, but that I don't know why the one was really good from her. It made the tea taste really good. It worked well in the tea, I guess I should say. Andrew says her farm is 8 Gates. I want some of her persimmons. Yeah, it seems like the website is 8 Gates Farm, and the apiary is underneath that website. There's that. All right. Okay. Let's get situated here. Get back to here. Get back to here. All right. Now, like I said, let's see here. Let's do have I ever done we'll do Sam lots today. SAM. Never done Sam lots. So we'll do that today. And this was I'm going to bring the price down. This was $330, bringing it down to $295. This is from Andrew. This is one of his. He actually removed this from his private collection. He has a case, a glass case here, that he stores some of his private personal things in, and he removed this to be able to show you all. Andrew says, I got to visit the farm and meet her chickens. That's cool. And yeah, so yesterday I asked for yellow and round. If y'all remember, Andrew had me asking for things since we weren't getting any requests or many requests. And I said yellow and round, and he had already found something else, but he found yellow and round and handed it to me today. These are Ethiopian, not Ethiopian. These are, yeah, Ethiopian. Ethiopian opals. And these are deluxe Ethiopian opals. And you can see there is the original price, $330. And that's what they retail for normally. They are very, very exquisitely made opals. And by exquisitely made, I mean by earth, right? Look at these flashing. Look at these shining. I hope they're coming across as beautifully on the camera as they look here. These are spectacular. Kimberly says, "Oh wow, gorgeous." These are amazing. We've only got one strand. They are graduated rounds, and they are faceted graduated rounds. Look at that. These are real opals, y'all. These are not fake. They are not synthetic. These are high quality, beautiful, real Ethiopian opals. In Ethiopian, they've often got that yellow color to them. We've sold a lot of black opal strands recently. Now, the price on the black opal strands is a lot less, but these are also a much higher quality strand. They come on a sterling silver lobster claw and extender chain, and these are over 16. These are almost a 17-inch strand. Let's see here. Andrew says he didn't like my other yellow and round pick. He said it wasn't fancy enough. So here you go. Right? Susan says, so pretty. They are pretty. They are very nice. And they are graduated from approximately, let's see here. This is about 3 millimeters to the biggest one on here is 7 millimeters. 3 to 7 millimeters. That's quite a good graduation. And you've got all the increments from there. There's not like any point where they like massively jump up in size. This is a really wonderfully graduated strand of Ethiopian opals with spectacular flash. They are on fire in there. Let me show you one more time. Beautiful, beautiful strand. Only one available. Discounting it for you was $330, bringing it down to $295. Lowest price ever, lowest price we can go. Normally on these, the suggested retail is about all that we can do on those. And so that is SAM 1, $295, only one of them available. If you love high quality opals, that's the strand for you. I don't think you're going to find better than that for that price. Andrew's had that for a little while, for quite a while in his case. And so those are not current prices either. Those are old prices. All right. And from $295 to $1.50. Andrew says the vendor is going to try and stop by the shop for us on Thursday. So that is what I was saying that I was being vague about at the beginning, that we don't know what's happening this week. It was going to be possibly tomorrow or Thursday. We have a vendor coming by. And apparently it's on Thursday. So good. Good. Jennifer says, even just sitting on the table, they're flashing all the colors. I know. They glow just sitting. Just sitting. They're glowing. So that's a good opal. All right. Next up, $1.50, y'all. From $295 to $1.50. We've got things that span every price. We have these filigree pieces, pendants, whatever you want to call them. These are $1.50 each. I've got multiple of these available. I don't know how many. I've got a little bag of them. I haven't counted them out. But this is something Andrew gave me just before he left. We've never shown these before either. SAM 2, $1.50 each. And these beautiful filigree metal pieces. Sorry, I'm refreshing here to make sure I'm not missing any comments. Andrew says, I think one of our AG bead fam recommended us for this vendor. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you if you're out there. We appreciate that. This is our vibe fit, says Andrew. Filigree is lovely, says Angela. Thank you. Oh, vibe check to see if we get along. A vibe check. Good. We want good vibes. Good vibes only, right? Unlike trolls who come in on your video stream. Uh-huh. Anyway. Anyway, right? So Andrew also found this kind of bag of donut beads. And so I'm going to show you a few of these. I don't know if y'all like these or do not like these, but I'm going to give you good prices on these, I think, I hope. And we're going to see if people like them or not. I'm going to pull a few of them here. Let's do this one for $4. Do you like donut beads? Andrew says, I may have made a post about how people should block that troll. Yeah. This looks like, is this rhodochrosite? I don't know what all these are. These are in a bag. They are vintage donuts. And most of them are stone. I think I've got a pineapple quartz here that I think is a glass, you know, a synthetic. But I don't know. I figured we'd try these and see if y'all like them. This one is $4. And it's 40 millimeters. Says I don't have no chill for people coming for my man. Hey, I can't be exciting every day, right? We're not here to be super exciting. We're here to be chill and hang out and make friends. That's the whole point of all of this, right? I think should be the point anyway. Andrew says looks like rhodochrosite. Yeah, I think so. We've sold a few of the twos, the filigree pieces. Thank you so much. So those, we still have a bunch of those available. I'm going to price these donuts generally between $4 and $6. This looks to me like possibly a serpentine. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like it. Andrew says, I don't care. Folks think they can run their mouth and we just have to take it. The older I get, the less I put up with. Yep. It's true, right? Sometimes you just gotta call it like you see it, right? I'm even I am starting to like, I am definitely the peacekeeping type. Like I definitely try to make peace and keep things nice and level-headed, but the older I get, I'm starting to realize that I just, it's not worth the energy of trying to keep the peace with some people, right? Sometimes it's best to let them know that they have done something and to let them go, right? Here's another one of these, SAM5, $6. These are nice big stones. Sorry, I didn't measure this one for y'all. This one is 52 millimeters, and this one is also 52 millimeters. Andrew says, wait until I transcend to my mama's level. Oh boy. Oh boy. We've sold a few more of the Sam 2 so far. That's the one people are interested in tonight. Whoa, come back here. I'm trying not to fall off of my chair. All right. And let's see here. I'm going to also pull some other things. I have more of the donuts if people are interested, but so far people are not grabbing them. So I'm going to move on to just a few other things too, and maybe we'll come back to those if people are interested in them. Here we have some. Hey, Anna, thanks for joining us. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Here we have some lampwork glass. These are fun lampwork glass beads, and they're $6 for the pair. Sam 6, $6 for the pair, and they are approximately about 22 millimeters. And they're not an exact pair, but they're they're lampwork. So, but I thought they were fun colors. I love when they put those little bubbles in the glass. So one pair of those available. Sam 6, $6 for the pair. Anna says, Susan Bridget Calls Me Baby is great. Saw them at First Avenue. You ever talk about that? I favorited them, and I don't know what song made me favorite the whole. I must have listened to more of them. Or sometimes I'll favorite an artist when I hear a really good song, so I know to go back to check them out. And apparently I never went back to check them out, but something made me do it. So I'm excited to kind of play that again. Probably as I'm doing the invoicing tonight, I'm going to ask our friend Alexa to do that for me. Oh boy. Andrew says, I wonder what people think when the neighbor boy starts talking to Tallulah. He mows the yard without a shirt, and he's purring at Tallulah about how she's so beautiful and he missed her. Yeah, that's yeah. If you see the neighbor boy at our window saying how much he missed somebody and can't wait to see them again, he's talking to the cat, y'all. He's talking to the cat. He's not talking to anybody else in the house. There's nothing strange going on. He is talking to the cat. But yeah, they have conversations together, and taken out of context, those conversations lead to a very strange possible outcome, and we don't want to be involved in that. He's talking to the cats, everybody. Susan says, Anna, several friends saw them here and said the same thing. Anna says, haha, we are good for music and book suggestions. Yeah, we're trying to see what people are watching, listening to, reading lately. Trying to get some new suggestions for some stuff. Let's see here. These are $3 each. Anna says, or Susan says, Anna, wish me luck. Interpol pre-sale tickets go on sale tomorrow. Nice. Good luck with that. Andrew said, last thing we need is a man with half a face situation. Yeah, we do not. We do not need that. There are 7 of these available. I'm just going to cut one strand off, so it's very easy to tell what exactly you're getting. This is Sam 7, $3 each. Are these leaves in vintage check glass in the green? Little leaves. These are shorty strands. These are like 3-inch strands, shorty leaves, and 10 millimeters. 10 millimeter leaves. Let's see, 10 by what? 10 by 10 by 10. They're kind of heart shaped too. So they're like a little heart leaf. And that's Sam 7, $3 a strand. 7 strands available. Andrew says, when people try to talk to me in the yard, I just turn around and go back in the house. Yes, he does. He does. Everybody then asks me, is there something wrong with Andrew? Is he okay? I started talking to him and he just left. Andrew does do that. But he's out there to do stuff, you know? Now I had something in here. I was trying to find all the, let me look here. You'll probably see what I mean when I find them. Here they are. I'm trying to get them all at once. So I've got a grouping of things, and I'd rather show them to you kind of all at once. Andrew says, I'm gonna get a reputation for being unpleasant. And he says, good. They cross the yard boundary. They don't even have to cross the yard boundary. They just have to talk to him from the other yard. And he will. Has anyone seen Marianne lately? Marianne was just here the other day. But you're right, she has not been watching. I've not seen her as often. Oh, I saw her in the D stash. She started posting in the D stash. So she was answering questions in the D stash. I think just today. But she has not been on the live, which is unusual. People rotate in and out, you know? It happens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think, I don't know. There's at least 20 of these. I'm just going to put multiples and I'll check if we start getting close to selling all of them. These are jump rings. These are vermeil jump rings. So gold over sterling silver. They're $1.25 each. Jennifer says that's what I meant. Just because you can see him doesn't make it an invitation to chat. Exactly, right? People are just being neighborly, but also Andrew's out there to do work. And usually he goes out with like the big headphones on to try and make a point of saying, hey, I'm not here to talk. Andrew says we have not increased the price on these. Yeah, this is the old price, $1.25 a jump ring, vermeil. So that's gold plating over a sterling silver jump ring. And these are 6 millimeter jump rings. And I've got multiples of these available at $1.25 a ring. Last time we put these up, we sold a bunch of them. I've got lesser quantities available now because of that, but we have not increased the price on these. So now's the chance. Now's your chance to get them if you're going to get them. The next one, we have them at $1.75 each. Andrew says, yeah, just people are just trying to be nice. I just keep to myself at the house. And remember, this is per jumper. I'm going to put each on these. I'm showing multiples so you can actually see them on camera, but they are per piece. And then we have, these are marked as 8 millimeter. 8mm Vermeil jump rings, $1.75 each. And I've got multiples of those available. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to email. We've sold 4 and 6. So let me move those out of the way. Thank you so much to those who grabbed those. 6. And we've also sold 2 of the 7 of these. So there's 5 of these only available still. Thank you. Thank you. Andrew says, if I stop to talk to everyone, I never get anything done. For a back alley, it's like Grand Central. It is true. People walk a lot through our alley too. Like, it's amazing. We live on a 1-block street. The street ends literally after a block. And yet, you would be amazed how many people come down and walk through there with their pets and just kind of walk through. Let's see here. We've just sold 10 of the 8s. Thank you so much. I think we have about 20 to 25 of those available total, by a quick count that I did. So that's probably about half of them still available. The Sam 9s, $1.75 per ring. And then the SAM 10. And these are things that Andrew generally doesn't do. So I picked a few of these because I'm like, we don't ever go over jump rings generally. So I wanted to pull these for you because Andrew's not here today. And so normally when he's here, we don't do the jump rings and stuff. But now these are a little bit bigger. These are 9mm. So these are 8 and these are 9. And this is 9mm gold vermeil. So gold over sterling silver jump rings, $2 each. Sam 10. We've just sold another 10 of the 8s and another 10 of the 8s. I don't have that many. So we are sold out. I can guarantee we are sold out of those. I'll get you each how many we can. Let me do a quick count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There was a total of 25. And these are sold out. Thank you so much. 2 people got 10 of them, and 1 person is getting 5. And that's how that will work. Thank you. Thank you. The 9 and 10s are still available if you want some of the larger ones. I don't know about you, but I'm always looking for the larger jump rings. I feel like that's something I use more often than the smaller. So if that's your style too, you've got 8mm and 9mm here. And that's Sam 9 and Sam 10. And let's see here. Let me one of them walks with a guinea pig. Yeah, they do. They have I think it's a guinea pig. They sometimes often put the guinea pig in a little baby carriage too and wheel it around. I don't know if they still have their guinea pig. I haven't seen them walking with it recently, but it's also been cold. And then Andrew says, I haven't seen the one guy, Russell. I see him almost every day. He's out walking at the same time that I am driving around, and we seem to run into each other on the road, or the sidewalk road fairly often. So I know he's still around. I think that's who you're talking about. He's still around. I just saw him like a day or 2 ago. And these ones are $1 each. Vicky says, did I get any of the Sam 8s? You are the one who got 5. You will be getting 5 of them. Sam 11. Now these are $1 each. These are not the gold. These are just sterling. And just, I say just sterling. These are $1 each. Sterling silver jump rings. Last time we had these, I had about 50 of them available. I don't know if there's still 50 of them in there, but I'm going to say multiples on this one too. No sales on 9 or 10. Nobody wants any of the larger ones, which seems strange. Let me check my email again, make sure everything is going okay. Because we sold out on the 8 so fast. Maybe people only want the smaller ones. So here's some sterling ones. Andrew says, I see Annie every day. I barely ever see Annie. Every once in a great while, usually when I'm out mowing, I see her walking. But I see Russell quite often. All right. And those are, I think yes, those are all of the jump rings I've got, I think. Let me check in my bag to make sure I don't have another size of any of those. No, I think that's it. I think that's it. Sorry. Okay, just sold some of the 9s, sold 5 of those. Let me see how many. Those are the $1.75 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 23 of those. I may as well count them if people are. 23 of those total. I've sold 5 of them. So what, 18 of them still available? And I may as well count up the other ones too. Oh no. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there are 24 of the 10s, the 9mm. We've just sold about 20 of the 11s. Somebody grabbed. Thank you so much. I definitely have that, I think. Let me check. Let's see where we are on these. We have at least 40 to 45 total. So we've got at least another 20 or so, 20 or 25, maybe 30 of these. We only ever had 50 to begin with. Let's see. Andrew says we have a bunch of new neighbors, but I haven't met them yet. Gertie is tired of dancing. Oh, poor Gertie. I got her some sardines today, though. There's some sardines for Gertie. They're gonna have a little feast tonight. Ida Bell's been a bully lately. Yes, she has. Yes, she has. Susie says, I don't know him. I really need to get out more. I thought everybody knew Russell. Let's see here. SAM12. These are $6 each, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them available. Okay, next up, these are crystal head pins. They are in sterling. So sterling head pins with this crystal on top with the granulation. The head pins themselves, let me do this in inches for y'all. Total size is about 3.5 inches for overall size on them. They are sterling again with that crystal. I don't know. I think that's S word, but I'm not 100% sure. They're really nice crystals though. And they have the granulation. I've got 6 of them available. They're $6 each. Andrew says, I don't know a lot of the shop owners now. We used to know everyone, but there's been a lot of change over the years. It's true. Kim says, lucky Gertie with the salmon, or the not salmon tonight, sardines. Yes. Well, everybody's lucky. Everybody's going to be lucky. We've just sold some of the number 10s. Thank you so much. We've sold 6 of those. So there's 18 of those still available. Oh, Andrew says it's CZ. These are cubic zirconia. Cubic, that's why they're so nice too. Either S word or, yeah, CZ, cubic zirconia in there. Beautiful. Sam 12. There's a new bookstore in Blairsville. In Blairsville? A new bookstore in Blairsville. That's nice. I didn't realize that. Okay, I'm gonna put Sam 3 away. It is not sold. It's $4 for that little donut rhodochrosite. Let's see here. That was 3. 4 sold. 5 was not. So this one's still available. That away. 7, we still have 5 of these available. Andrew says just opened on Saturday. We're gonna have to check that out. Is it mostly used or new books? I know there's a lot of like kind of used bookstores opening lately. I've noticed that. I don't know if that's happening everywhere, but I definitely noticed it around here. All right, I'm gonna leave these out a little bit longer because we still have these available. These are the 8mm gold vermeil jump rings, $1.75 each. The 9mm gold vermeil are $2 each. The 11s are the sterling silver jump rings at 6mm. I don't think I told you what they were, did I? These are, I believe, 6mm. Yes, 6mm at $1 each. And then the Sam 12s, which are the jump ring or head pins with the cubic zirconia crystal and the silver granulation up here, in about a 3.5-inch jump, or I keep saying jump ring, 3.5-inch head pin. Andrew says, I think mostly used. Is that the one you sent me that said we'll have to go to? I didn't realize it was in Blairsville, I don't think. Okay. Let's see here. We'll do $4 on this snowflake obsidian donut. And this is about 40mm, SAM 13. This is dyed howlite, SAM 14, made to look like turquoise. That is $4. That is, whoa. That's another 40mm. Andrew says, I found little butt beads, the little butt beads Kimberly wanted, but I have to import them, and I don't want to do that until the tariff issue is resolved. I saw that you had some of our vendors up on screen earlier today when I was working at the computer. He was up late last night researching things. This is Sam 15, this beautiful agate. Really pretty color in that. That's $5, and that's about a 36 millimeter donut. SAM 15. Yeah, it's hard to import things right now. That's for sure. All right, I'm gonna put Sam 9 away. It's $1.75 each for the 8 millimeter gold vermeil jump rings. We still have some of those available. I'm going to also put 10 away, which are the 9 millimeter. Oh no. I'm definitely going to have to find that one later. There was one on the outside of the package. Don't want to lose gold vermeil jump rings. I'll find it later. Sam 10. And this is Kimberly is the rude person here on It Was Here, Anna. I dealt with them at the beginning of the show. Beginning of the show. Okay. And then famous last words, says Andrew. All right, and I'm gonna put Sam 11 away, $1 each for these sterling jump rings. I really need a triangle, would be a lot easier. Okay. And this is I hate trolls, mean folk can get lost. Yeah, they were telling me how boring I was when we were doing the chat time. Really all they were doing is trying to get me to mention their channel name over and over again, and I wouldn't do it. I mentioned it once, but not over and over again. And also, like they literally asked for a shout out, and that's when I was like, nope. And because I wasn't doing it, we were too boring, and then they started, and then I just blocked them. Says I'm sorry and sorry to bring it up. It's okay. You can bring it up. I don't mind. They were trying to bully you to promote them. Yeah. And then talking about their Shopify store and mention my name. And they thought for some reason, some people get it backwards. Like they think being mean is the way to get mentioned, right? Like, does that really work for you? Like, does being rude actually get you somewhere in life? Because I don't think that's the way to do it. I've never been told that's the way to do it. Andrew says it's not okay. No, it's not okay. Not really. Right. Okay. I'm gonna give you a special deal on these. They were $48 for the strand. There's only one strand of these. These are I want to say mother of pearl, but I don't. Andrew, tell is this mother of pearl? This is so. I know we had these. We had these in much shorter strands. We used to sell them about a strand like this for $8. There was probably about 6 of them or 7 of them on a strand for about $8. And this is a long strand of these. These are vintage. It's about a 28 to a 30-inch strand. Let's see. Anna says that's how they work, right? To get mentions and followers, and no, it does not work. Yeah, as soon as I saw their name pop up, I was like, this is probably a troll. But we try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, right? We give them a chance because you never know. But it hit me. I was like, this looks like a troll username. And but we do our best because they seemed like they were interested in beating and all that, and we're like, okay, we'll try it. But they will not. They were not. That's all they were there for. But anyway, I want to show you these beautiful mother of pearl nuggets. They have beautiful flash, that pearlescence on them. And each bead is super lovely. I don't think we have these anymore in the store. I even forgot we had this strand of them. Like I said, we used to take these apart and sell them for much more than what we're selling this one for sure. And if this doesn't sell tonight, that's exactly what I'll be doing with this one, is taking it, making smaller ones and selling it at the store, because these sold out at the stores. They sold in the store so well. And they are very, very lovely. But you get a big strand of them. They are knotted in between right now. And it's $36 instead of 48. Sam 16. The beads, they're all different sizes, to be 100% honest with you. Let me grab this one. This is kind of a middle range. It's about 12 millimeters by about 15 in the length. So these are really nice. And like I said, we used to sell them a lot in the shop. I think somebody recently just bought the last one and they were asking if there are more. And I told them no. But there's somebody who comes in fairly regularly. So I am going to possibly be able to tell them yes this weekend if this strand doesn't sell today. Also, want to mention we do have a D stash up and running. So we did a D stash on Sunday night after we got home from Baltimore, and we have some good things in there. Andrew went through and pulled some things we've never, ever, ever shown before. And we also pulled some things from the new stuff that we brought in that we still had some left from the lives. So those are available, and you can claim until Saturday night on those. Andrew Thornton Project D Stash. Oh, and we've just sold this strand. So thank you so much. All right. Appreciate that. Ba-ba. Okay, let me refresh, make sure I'm not missing comments, and we're going to move on to 17. I think these are really nice. We've got 3 strands of them. And they're red aventurine faceted ovals. Normally 18. I'll do them for 14 tonight. Vintage red aventurine faceted ovals. Really pretty color. I love red aventurine. It's got kind of that carnelian look. But it's not like gemmy like that. It's kind of a I don't know, a more opaque style. We've had some really pretty green aventurine lately. And we've had some uh red aventurine like triangles before. It'd be really pretty to go with these. These ovals are approximately about 11 millimeters by 13. 11 by 13 millimeters approximately by my eyes. And they're vintage strands, so I'm guessing they're 16 inches, but let me make sure for y'all. Yeah, 16-inch strand, and there's 3 of them available. Really a pretty, red aventurine. I think aventurine sometimes doesn't get credit. This is a really nice specimen of that, and really good colors. All right, next up, SAM 18. I'll give you a little discount on these too. Can't do too much. These are S-word crystals. They were $20. Bringing them down to 18. This is 1 gross, so it should be 144 in there of hyacinth bicones. And these bicones are, let's see if I can get in here, get a reading on them. 4 millimeter bicones in hyacinth. I love hyacinth. It's such a pretty vibrant color. S-word crystal bicones. The bag is old, so it's a little bit, foggy. They are S-word. They are hyacinth. If you know that color, you know what they are. I don't want to open it though because it is the old bag, and there's 1 gross in there, 144. I don't want them to go everywhere. It's only $18 now for the whole gross of them. If you're interested, Sam 18. We've had a number of these little bags. This is one of the few colors that we've got left. I haven't shown this one in a while. All right, I'm going to put 12 away. I don't think anyone grabbed any of those, surprisingly to me. I love these beautiful head pins. We still have 6 of them available. $6 each. Sterling silver head pins with cubic zirconia tops, crystals in them. And let me get bags. Bags for these donuts. Snowflake obsidian. Andrew says, I ended up taking down my post about that person. Since I did it, their numbers jumped up. Oh no. Sam 13. I didn't even look to see it there what their numbers are. Da, da, da. Oh, not much. Not much. Okay. Well, we don't want their numbers to go up anymore, thinking that bringing attention to them. We're thinking we're the ones being the bad people, right? When they're over here harassing us. Sam 14 is available. A lot of times we have to watch that too, because if we're a bigger channel, they'll start saying that we're the ones that are being mean. So then we look like the bad people instead of the trolls. Let's see. We've just sold 18. Thank you so much. The bicones sold out. Thank you so much. make some room there. Let's move these down. 15, this beautiful one here. Andrew says, it does make me wonder why people who supposedly my friends would go over and support someone who's a bully. Is it some of our people that are supporting them? That's no good. That's no good at all. Yeah, that's no good. That means not really your friend. Okay. Andrew says, anyways, I know, right? Getting distracted still, and we already blocked them. We don't need extra. All right. This is, let me see how long this is. Let's do this. This is a jade strand, 16 inches, vintage, in these rectangles, smooth rectangles. It's a jade strand, $12 only. $12, and these are approximately we'll say 13, 14, we'll say 14. 14 by 18 millimeters. One strand available. Hey, May. Thanks for joining us. Nice to see you here. This is unusual. I think this is a dyed coral, but I got to look at it closer. Oh, wait, did I just do this? Sorry. This is 19. Sorry, I already had 18. This is Sam 19. And then this is, let me redo this one. Sam 20. Sam, Jennifer said, did you say 18 is jade? This is 19. 19 now, yes, it is a jade strand. And it's Sam 19, because I already had 18, I just forgot. I took it away. All right. And then, yes, so this is $12. My Sharpie is really bad. Let me see if I've got one here that might do better. This is a vintage dyed coral. And this is $12 as well. And these are kind of drops-ish, drop-ish. Beautiful coral. Vintage dyed coral. And it is a $12 strand. It is a 16-inch strand. And these are about 11-ish by 10 millimeters, but you can see they're all different. They're all different. He says, glad I was able to watch some of it live. Yeah, glad you were able to come and join us. How are you doing? How's it going today? Okay, let's see here. Anderson says, I feel so grateful for all the good people we have in the AG Bead fam. We're so lucky to have so many good people in our lives. It's true. It's true. Elaine's here, says just got here. Hello, Elaine. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I didn't get to share this video because of technical issues. So um, sorry if you all didn't see that we went live. Yeah, I didn't get to tag and do all the sharing I normally do. So thank you all for being here and hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. This is, boy, my brain. I told you I have allergy. I'm suffering from allergies today, and it's making me not able to think. I swear, between that and the trolls and everything else going on, I'm just having a hard time thinking today. It's been that way most of the day. This is a beautiful strand, Sam 21. This is corner drilled pyrite, vintage. Corner drilled pyrite cubes, $26 only for the strand. Look at that strand. Andrew says, I've been liking all your recent designs, Elaine, and I want to listen to those Crone books. Is 19, if it's here, Elaine, it is not spoken for yet. 19 is still available, only $12 on that one. If it's still showing, it is not spoken for yet. I've taken away everything that isn't so far. These are corner drilled cubes in pyrite, vintage strand. We used to sell these by the piece. And I've got one strand of them. Elaine, send us an email, please. That's how you claim. info@allegorygallery.com. Put the SAM number in the subject line and claim that way. Thank you, thank you. We appreciate it. We don't take claims and comments because we stream in multiple places. It gets messy. We don't have people that help us to figure all that out. So just send us an email and it comes up right on the email. Nice color palette on the table right now, says Kim. Yes, it is, right? And these are about 17 or 18 millimeter cubes when you cut them on the diagonal like that. And this strand is a 14-inch strand of corner drilled pyrite cubes. Now my hands smell like pennies. They're real. They're for sure real. Yeah, this is a really nice, it is nice, right? Like this would go really well with the red aventurine or the red aventurine and the jade together, right? So good. So nice. Oops. Okay, we've got the 19 and 20 claimed. Thank you, thank you. That came through. I didn't want to remove it until it was through, but it is now. Thank you so much. 19 and 20 are sold. And for those of you who just came in, if you're interested, you may have missed. We have these beautiful sterling silver and cubic zirconia head pins that we had for $6 each only for sterling silver. It's really nice. We also had some gold vermeil and sterling jump rings available at different sizes, and some of those are still available as well. Let's see. May had pan roasted sausage with red bell peppers, potatoes, and a side of steamed broccoli. Andrew says he had to pick up allergy pills for me today, but didn't take any for himself. The scary thing is I already I took 2 different kinds of allergy pills today. It's just strong enough, but I take them every day, so I think my body gets used to them. Susan says, sounds good. I'm vegetarian, but the veggies sound amazing. And there are some really good vegetarian sausages out there. It's true. Andrew says, people fight too. They're like, mine showed up first. No, mine. Yeah. And if you claim in the comments, it's messy. Lane says, the books are really good, Andrew. Is there anything we should look for with the vendor coming on Thursday? He's got cabs, wood strands, and some trade beads. Elaine says, I took allergy shots weekly for 8 years. Oh boy. I'm hoping not to have allergy shots, but I'm getting done in today. I'll tell you that. I'm losing energy. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to stay interesting and motivated in talking, and then I'm hot and cold today. Like, I was cold earlier. I put on a sweater. It's very hard for me to adapt. I think it's part of my thyroid issues too. I have a hard time adapting to temperature changes. I'm like a mess. These are really pretty. These were 22. I'll bring them down to 18. There's 2 of them available. Elderberry syrup help my allergy. I've heard about that. I used to eat elderberry jelly and stuff. We had a lot of elderberries growing up. And I don't eat it now because we don't pick them anymore. But I wonder, it's very strange because thinking about it, the time when we stopped doing a lot of elderberry stuff because they started the elderberry bushes around us started to die, or they were, people dug them up to build and stuff. That's about when my allergies started. Andrew says we were opposites with temperature. Yeah, I'm cold and he was roasting. Yeah, so I'm freezing and he's walking around in shorts. I had shorts on today earlier because I was out running around and working out a little bit, and I was hot, and then I just got really cold at one point. Okay, anyway, these are beautiful shell coins. Really beautiful. They were $22 for the strand. These are vintage. We'll put them at 18 for you tonight. May says, someone I knew tried acupuncture, but it didn't work, so had to get allergy shots. Yeah, sometimes it works for people, and sometimes I feel like it doesn't. Allergies are miserable this year, says Susan. Oh, I am like, yeah, it's rough. I've got 2 strands of these available. These are 16-inch strands. The coins on these, beautiful white coins, are about 10, 11, 12, 13 millimeters or so. Virginia might have some. Maybe the elderberry syrup. Maybe. Andrew says, I'm out of dried elderberries. Yeah, we'll have to see, right? She might be able to get it or have it. Beautiful shell beads. 2 strands available. SAM 22. Also, if you missed it earlier, we started off with a bang today. I'm going to bring it back out because I know some people have joined us since and may have missed it. Sam 1 was $330, now $295. When you get those prices from us, you know they're going to be good stones because we don't usually price things like that unless it's worth it. But these are this beautiful strand of graduated, faceted round Ethiopian opals. These are the real deal. They are not synthetic. Beautiful, real Ethiopian opals. 1 strand available. This is from Andrew's case. This is a this is an older price. Let's just say that. This is an older price. This is before the tariffs, before all the stuff happening. And I think we said they graduate from about 4 to 7 or 3 to 7 millimeters. And it's a 16-inch strand without, it has a sterling silver extender chain, or sterling silver extender chain and lobster claw. And it is 16 inches or almost 17. It's about 17 inches. Excuse me, with just the stones. Lane says, OMG, oh my goodness, those opals. They are beautiful. Andrew said this is from Tucson 2020. So, wow. What is this now? 20, are we at 2026? 26 years. So vintage at this point. Vintage opals. Super good price on these. I don't think you would find this quality at this price, especially with the discount. Like you can see these were marked 330. Nancy's drooling. Hello, Nancy, by the way. Yeah, these are gorgeous. Only time we're reducing that price, one time only here to see if anybody wants to grab it, taking it below 300. Otherwise, these are probably at this point going to go back into Andrew's case if nobody grabs them. Oh, 2020. I don't know why I was thinking 2000. 20, not vintage, only 6 years. I don't in my head. So I told you the allergies are fogging my brain. I read that as 2020, but then in my brain it was 2000. I gotta watch my math skills tonight. I'm gonna start giving away the store if I'm not careful. But that was Sam 1. Just for all of you out there who joined in late and missed it. I wanted to show that to you all. That is a spectacular deal. That was in the pandemic times. Yeah. Andrew says that was the most surreal Tucson. Yeah, during the pandemic times, Andrew went to Tucson and it was quite interesting, he said. All right. What's next? What I got in my little baggie of goodies? Andrew says it was just a week or so before everything shut down. Yeah, Tucson happened, and then the news started coming out that people in Tucson were starting to get sick, and then everything shut down everywhere. This is a lot of carved bone tubes and rondelles. Carved bone tubes and rondelles. Susan says glowy chalcedony. Oh, is that what you're requesting from the vendor? Is that what? Because I don't think we've had chalcedony tonight, right? Unless my brain is. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Andrew says Tucson is usually at the end of January, beginning of February, and everything shut down in March. So these are bone tubes, hand carved bone, long tubes, and some rondelles. There's 4 rondelles in here. The rondelles are approximately 13 millimeters. And the tubes are about 38 millimeters by, let's see, about 6 or so. Andrew says people always get sick in Tucson, though. Yeah, it's true. It's true. There's just so many people coming in. So that's Sam 23, $12 for the whole lot. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 tubes and 4 rondelles for $12. Jennifer says, I like the variation in color of the bone. Of course, you can also dye them with tea, etc. Yeah. But it is. It's nice, right? Natural. Natural this way. So far. You can do what you want if they're yours, right? Sam 24 coming up. Let's see what I've got in my bag of goodies here. This is $24. Andrew says it's in the middle of cold times. People run themselves ragged to get there and make stuff for it, and people are from all over. Plus, sometimes people are nasty. It's true. They won't sneeze all over everything. All right. This is copper chain. I don't know how long this is, and I don't want to unwind it. It's a lot of copper chain. I don't know if Andrew remembers how long it is, but you get this whole loop of it. And this is what the chain looks like. Hopefully you can see. It's like 3 smalls and a long. 3 smalls and a long. And like I said, I'm not going to unravel the whole thing because I will never get it back. And my notes don't say how long it is, but it's a lot of copper chain. It's $24. There's a lot on there. $24, Sam 24. Andrew says, write in poop on the bathroom walls. Yeah, he literally saw that. Somebody wrote on the bathroom walls in their own poop. That wild. Figaro style, everyone's saying. Okay, sounds good to me. I don't know chain styles, y'all. So thank you for saying, Jennifer and Elaine, Figaro style chain. There you go. I'm not good with that stuff. I don't work with chain enough. So thank you. Good to know the name. Let's see here. These are, let me see how many there are. Nancy says that's just not right. No, somebody was very much not right in the head. You're right. Very much not right in the head. All right, these are tied up. Andrew says, I have never in my whole life been like, oh, I need to express myself on this wall with my own poop. No, never, ever. Never have I ever. And I don't want to see anybody's hands go up at that game of never have I ever. This is SAM 25. These are 3mm microfaceted rounds in Peruvian opal. 3mm microfaceted rounds in Peruvian opal. Elaine says, right? I know. They were $18 a strand. I'm doing them for, I've only got 2 left. I'm doing them for $12 a strand. Normally when it's 18, we'll bring them down to 15 for you, but I'm bringing them all the way down to 12. Only 2 of them left. 3mm microfaceted Peruvian opal rounds. And these strands are 13-inch strands. 2 of them available. Sam 25. Andrew says, like to each their own, but no thank you. Exactly. No thank you at all on those. Okay, I'm going to put this donut away. Nobody's grabbed this little donut. I think it's so pretty. Only $5. And I think it would go so well with the red aventurine. Right? Brings out those warm tones in it. But both items still available. Sam 15, gonna put that away. $5 for that little donut. And 17, we're gonna put away as well. Oops. I'm dropping things. I have another bag with more of these in it. With 3 of these available. Andrew says, I'd like to eat a donut. You're telling me. I'm craving sweets. I'm trying to be good. I got all the fixings for a salad tonight. I was trying to be really good and be healthy, and I've been craving sweets all day. All right. And I'm really surprised nobody grabbed the pyrite cubes. I thought those were a no-brainer for people tonight. A whole strand of those. We normally don't have them by the strand. Vintage corner drilled pyrite cubes, $26 for the whole strand. Andrew says, usually I like a Bavarian cream filled donut, but I think one of my favorites was kumquat. Where did we have a kumquat one? And these shell, 422 down to 18, the vintage shell strand. Beautiful color in those, especially if you're doing cloud dancer stuff. Those are like little clouds. I'm going to move this lot down. The hand carved bone items. Oh, the Brooklyn flea. That was a long time ago. Elaine says, I just inhaled an almond croissant that my mister brought home for me. Nice. Andrew says, oh, not to pre-tell, but I'm working on runes for the next drop. Ooh. Andrew hasn't done runes in a while. I like that idea. Is the drop going to be Friday, Andrew? Or are we moving on to a different schedule since we had a drop on Monday yesterday? Or is that a we'll see situation? We'll see. All right. These were 15. I'm going to bring these down to 12. Let me see how many of these I have. You didn't have any. I didn't have any that come far. I remember being at the Brooklyn Flea, I feel like. I don't know why I wouldn't have had any. These are blue chalcedony. I believe these are 3mm. Yes, 3mm blue chalcedony faceted rounds. Sam 26. And sorry, these are, I'm trying to get these together to show you all of them. There they are. Blue chalcedony, microfaceted, 3mm faceted rounds, 13-inch strands, 3 of them available, $12 each. Andrew says you got something like chocolate. That makes sense. I mean, normally I would take a fruit something, but maybe because it's kumquat, because I didn't know kumquat. I didn't eat kumquats. Kim says, love runes. Andrew says, I might not do them in the drop, though, since they're not really my art. Oh, okay. Keep getting a bunch of junk mail. Let's see here. Oh, here's a reminder. Okay. Just saw that. Yes, please. We just sold both of the opals, Peruvian opal strands. Thank you. Please always send a new email. And here's why. We're pretty strict about it, but only because we don't want you to miss out. If you reply to an old email to send a new one, a lot of people want to do that because it's quick and easy to hit the reply and send a new one. But when you do that, what it does is it groups them in our inbox. And every time, so like if you won something here and somebody claimed it here, if you hit reply, it's going to jump it up to the top and put those two together. It's going to group them together every time you hit reply. So all of your replies keep jumping to the very last one you've done. And so I'm going to see this person now before I see your claim up here. Um, and by the time I'm done with all the spreadsheeting and all that, I'm not going to go back through and fix everything because it's a lot of work. So you will miss out. So I don't want anybody to miss out on anything. So just always send a brand new fresh email. And that keeps everything nice and easy. Add us to your inbox, add us to your contacts. Um, let's see. Len says bind runes would be though. Okay. SAM27. For those of you who like fabric, Elaine says, "Gotcha. Oops." No, I don't want to call anybody. You can call yourself out. I'm going to call you out, but we just don't want you to miss out because it really is way too much work to go back through and try to figure it out later because it's hard for me to ungroup them. And then I got to look at timestamps and all that. It's easier when it's just a brand new one. But nobody claimed anything the same that you claimed, so we're okay. It makes it easy. If you, oh, look at that. Look at that little feisty pink on there. So I've got two of these. One of them does not have pink on it though. This has some pink sewn in, but these are sari silk, and this is a stitched edge sari silk, which is it's kind of rare. That they're stitched edged. So we've got stitched edge sari silk here. I think we do these in, I want to say, I'm going to open it because I want to say 3 meters, but it might not, it might be 2 meters. I did this so well. I can't figure out where the opening is. There it is. Let me see how long these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 2 meters, 6 feet, and then we usually give you a little extra. Sorry, everybody. Like I said, my allergies are going wild today. So about 6 feet, 2 meters worth of sari silk, $6 for the lot, or for the bundle. And we've got 2 of these bundles in this green stitched edge color that I found. Andrew says, it's nice we're getting new folks claiming. Yeah. All right. Hopefully you'll hang out with us more often. We do this live every single weekday. We have done it almost every single weekday since pretty much the pandemic. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So pretty much every weekday except Wednesday, we do it at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And on Wednesday, we do it in the afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So hang out with us. We do about 30 lots every night. And it's always so wonderfully random. I pull random stuff. Sometimes we do it in a, we do a theme, but a lot of times it's just random. Okay, I've got 3 of them. I can't believe I still have 3 of these. These were $45. I'm gonna bring it down to 38. I can't go really low on these. We can't lose money on this. Elaine says, make sure you're drinking lots of water, non-caffeinated beverages for your allergy cough. You're more prone to dehydration during allergy. Yes, I am. This is my second one of these today. These Body Armor Flash IVs with all the electrolytes and vitamins, magnesium, and all that good stuff. Because I know I do feel like I get very dehydrated. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. And I don't drink any caffeine. I'm not a caffeine person. I had to stop caffeine because of my anxiety. So I don't drink any caffeine ever. Retired nurse. Well, I appreciate all the advice. I do. All right. Next up, pre-night. y'all. Beautiful, graduated, smooth rounds in pre-night. It's mostly the gemmy green of the pre-night. There's a little bit of black here and there. These come on sterling silver. You can see maybe this is a smaller one. Usually these lobster claws are a little bigger. This is a smaller one, 925 and a sterling silver extender chain. And these are graduated smooth rounds. They are graduated from about 6 millimeters to this strand. The largest one is about 14 millimeters. Andrew says, I drink enough caffeine for the both of us. He does. He drinks a lot of coffee in his day. But look how beautiful these are. And this strand is $45 originally. I'm bringing it down to $38 for you all. The strands are 16 inches, not including the chain. So whenever we measure these, we only measure them by the stones. And it's a 16-inch strand of stone. And let me just show you. Here is another one. We don't want you thinking we just show you the best of them and then we sell the rest to you. These are all beautiful pre-night strands. And here's the other one. Jimmy Goodness. Beautiful. Gorgeous strands. Now these are strung up already, as you can see in a necklace. You can wear them this way or use them this way. If you're going to use them often, we do recommend restringing them. They're strung up by the vendor. They are not the best as far as, you know, the crimps and all that. So we do recommend if you're going to wear them hard or buy them and sell them on, you should restring them. So we price them not as necklaces, obviously. They'd be a lot more expensive if you price them as a necklace. We just price them as a gemstone strand. I've sold 2 of those so far. We've only got 1 left. If you're interested, thank you so much. Okay. What's next in my bag of goodies? How about some beautiful shell pendants? Beautiful shell pendants. These are inexpensive, $18 each. I've got 2 of them. They are. Oh, the caffeine has pickled me. Bugs don't like me, says Andrew. Yeah, he doesn't get bit by things so much. I am getting, you know, ticks and everything else. It has been since I stopped caffeine, though. So there might be something to that. I never got bit by bugs before. Look at these beautiful pendants, though. So these are composited pieces of shell put together and set under, I'm guessing, a resin. And because you can kind of see some of the, they're like kind of the squares they put together in there, composited on a larger shell back. So $18 only. And they come with this bail that's nice and wide and open. I don't know things like silver silk. I don't know what size might fit through there, but I bet you could fit some through there. Andrew says abalone. Abalone shell, yes. Elaine says they're afraid, LOL. Yeah, right, they are. So gorgeous pendants. Only 2 left of these. We had a bunch of these. So some of you may already have these, but they're about 35 millimeters. And with the bail, they go to about 75 millimeters. And wouldn't they look nice in with those? Wouldn't that be beautiful? And there's so many pretty colors in there. You've got reds and blues and oranges. And like, let me pull, let me pull these out again. These red aventurine with a pre-night with one of these pendants. Look at those colors just coming out. Every time you add a color to that, look how it pulls it out of that pendant. Gorgeous, gorgeous strand, or gorgeous pendants. Beautiful strands, if you ask me. We've just sold the last pre-nights. Thank you so much. So those are all sold out. I couldn't believe we actually still had them when I found them for tonight's show. Let me put those away. Sold out. Thank you so much. There's some green over on the plastic table across from you. This is Andrew. May says, that must be my issue too. Mosquitoes love my blood. Hubs, not so much. And she said, he loves his coffee too. Jennifer says, wow, good eye. The red aventurine really made it pop. I know, right? I was proud of myself for that. I didn't even know it was going to pop that hard. What's Andrew saying? That there's green on the plastic table. Oh, silver silk. Oh, well, let me go look. Let's see over here if I can find it on this table. Oh, there is a lot on this table. And I don't want to move too much around. This might have to be a some other time project, because I'm not seeing it. Let's see if Andrew said anything more in the comments since I walked away. It's in the middle in the flat box. In the middle, it has beads in it. In the middle, in the flat box, and the beads in it. Middle of the table. Or middle. Okay, I'm not. There's a flat box off to the side. Is it in the middle of the flat box or in the middle of the table in a flat box? I'm not seeing either one. Oh well. Sorry, y'all. Oh wait, there it is. Found it. Box was no longer in the middle of the table. It was off to the side, and this was in the edge of the box. Okay. Silver soap. Let's see if it fits. Look at that, y'all. Fits right on through there. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see. Kim says, do you know the metal in Sam 29? This I do not. It's not sterling because it wouldn't be $18. It's sterling. My guess is probably a fine pewter or a silver plated. I don't know if Andrew knows or not. Let's see if he knows. Elaine says the pendant would also look great on the sari ribbon. I think you would have a hard time getting the sari ribbon through this one. Because this is pretty thick. You might be able to do it, but it would be hard. We do have in the online store, if you look for the what do we call it in the online store? I think we have it in the online store still. I sold a bunch of it the other day. Somebody was grabbing a bunch. If you look up silk in the online store, you'll see the sari silk tubular stitched. The tubular stitch silk is smaller, and there are many, many colors of that, and it would be beautiful through there. So if you search tubular stitched silk ribbon in our online store, you'll see a lot of those, and they're actually cheaper right now. We have them at $4.25. They should be $6. We sell them for $6 now, so you're getting a deal getting them what we have left in the online store. Andrew says it looks like plated base metal. That's pretty much what I'm thinking too. Andrew says you use a piece of monofilament or Softflex and put it through the end of the ribbon and use that as a needle to help pull it through. It'll fit fine. I'm just concerned because this is so thick on the stitched edge, but maybe, probably. The normal sari silk, I would say no problem at all. This is just a thicker one, but it would probably work. As Andrew said, if you use that to pull it through like that, you probably get it through easy. All right. But we have 2 of these pendants available if anyone's interested. I don't think we sold any of them. I'm kind of surprised. I thought these pendants would go, but that's okay. Andrew says it'll fit. He's sure of it, y'all. He's certain. I'll trust him. He's got good visual eyes. Let's see, what else do I have in here? In this bag of goodies. Let's end with this one. Whoa! The bag jumped over the edge. If it's really stubborn, you just twist it, he says. There you go. All right. This is vintage howlite, dyed to look like turquoise. And I'm going to price it, I'll just do it at $18. And it says it'll compress the fibers, then you twist it the other direction to fluff it back up. All right. Vintage howlite, dyed to look like turquoise, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagons, in hexagon tubes, tube shapes. This is a 17-inch strand. And these tubes are approximately, let's see, it's about 8 millimeters by 12 or so. Elaine says, gotta tap out night, everyone. We're almost done too. Thank you so much, Elaine, for being here. We appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out and commenting. And that's it. That's all for us too. Sam 30. We go to 30 lots pretty much every night, every weeknight. I hope you'll all join us again. Tomorrow is going to be during the afternoon, though, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We hope you'll hang out with us again. And that's it for me. I'm going to go do the spreadsheeting and do the invoicing for tonight. And then I am going to head home. I don't know if Andrew started any different dinner, but if not, I'll be heading home to cut up some salad in a big, big bowl. So we have a big salad tonight and probably make some crostini to go with the salad. Because why not? A little bit of filling bread, right? So thank you all for hanging out. Have an amazing evening, and we will see you all back here tomorrow afternoon. Bye, everybody.